Oh, hey there guys, and welcome to another episode of What's Happening in China. Hey guys, I had to quickly interrupt the regular program because I wanted to introduce you to a Chinese subscriber who bumped into me. Now, a little bit of a backstory here. I went to the Night of Jumps motocross freestyle evening here in Shenzhen. Yes, you do actually get some interesting things happening here in China. It's not only just Chinese stuff, you know, we do get some pretty cool other stuff. So here, I'm going to put in the background a quick little clip and some of the things that were going on. But anyway, while I was waiting to get my ticket to get in, I bumped into, or I was approached by this gentleman over here. So let's cut to that and then we will continue with our regular programming.
比较方便。
对，我们这个
好，来，
So
fans.
yeah, this is a subscriber.
Yeah.
What do you
I
want to say?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Video or
Yeah,
camera?
video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I hope I can appear in next video.
Yeah.
My name is David Zhang. David Zhang.
David, you will be in the next video. I'll put you in the next video.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100% sure.
Thank you.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Yeah. Cool. So, what is happening in China at the moment? Well, let's do this like we always do. Let's start with the on the street segment. We'll move into in the news and then what's up and coming. So, what's happening on the streets? Well, I hate to be always talking about weather, but it is affecting people. The weather has just changed down here in the south anyway, from really hot to quite cold and then hot again, then cold and hot. It's a bit strange. It kind of happens like this every year. Up north it's already started snowing, but the result of this is that you've got a lot of people with colds. A lot of my friends have gotten colds recently and they're all sort of sniffling and sick of work and all that nonsense. So that is a thing that's happening here. A lot of people are getting sick due to the weather change. Another thing that's very apparent is, of course, the air quality. Take a look behind me. It's pretty hazy today. Now, a lot of people say that's weather. It's actually quite a bit of a mix. It's a mix of weather and pollution, of course. And further up north, it is horrendous, the pollution up there. It's, you know, you can go search in Google for pictures of Beijing right now and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, so that's more or less what's happening on the streets. Let's talk about the news. Okay, so what's in the news? Well, since we're talking about pollution, let's talk about that for a little while. There's a big APEC summit coming up in Beijing, and during that whole week they've made it a mandatory holiday. And the whole point of this is to try and get the air pollution down. They want to stop all the factories and the construction and all the things going on in order to put down the amount of pollution in the air so that the summit, when all the foreign dignitaries arrive, you know, it looks nice and clean. This was done for the Beijing Olympics, and it's a drastic measure to try and stop pollution. One thing that, you know, a huge cause of pollution, of course, here in China is construction. And I see this firsthand every day. All the big trucks, all the dust from the construction sites, it's ridiculous because, you know, China basically doesn't stop growing and the construction never stops. You can go to any part of the city, in any city in China, and you'll see new buildings being put up, new roads being made, big trucks full of construction sand and stuff all over the place. It's massive. So yeah, that's something interesting that's happening up in Beijing. There have been quite a few stories related to teachers taking advantage of their students and doing bad things as far as forcing them into relationships in order to get good grades, things like that. That's been quite a big theme in the news lately. And I noticed that about China. They normally latch onto a story and then they sort of start following those trends. And they'll find other related stories and focus on them. So that's been in the news lately. And you can go, like I said, look it up on any news site. There's been a professor who was caught forcing his students to kiss him in a restaurant, caught on camera. You know, some strange things like that, which have obviously made the news. One other thing I should mention, which is quite ironic, is that during the APEC summit, apparently Facebook is going to be unblocked. Now, for those of you who keep asking me on my videos, how do I access YouTube and Facebook and so on? I do it by using various different VPNs and various ways around the internet censorship here. It's a pain in the ass, it costs me money and it costs me a lot of time, and it's very frustrating. But during this APEX summit, I believe we should all be able to access Facebook for at least a week without any VPNs. So let's see how that pans out. If it actually does come to fruition, I will actually take a little video and show you guys. Right, so what can you guys look forward to in the near future? Well, I've got a new project, guys. I'm really excited to tell you all about it. I'm chomping at the bit. Unfortunately, I have to wait another week before I make the announcement. I'm busy getting all my ducks in a row. But let's just say, for anyone who's planning on visiting China, and perhaps Asia in general in the future, this is going to be something I think that will prove an invaluable resource to all of you. So it's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and it will be announced next week in my next What's Happening in China video. So I'm seriously looking forward to all of your feedback. The TED Talk type idea exchange, Surviving Shenzhen and Beyond speech is coming to you within the next 3 or 4 days. I've actually got the footage out, I'm busy editing it, I'm trudging through it, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but as soon as it's done, you guys will see it. I'm also very much looking to your feedback there as well. Other than that, guys, I've got a whole lot of new things on my plate, and you're just going to have to wait and see. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, once again, looking forward to all your feedback, looking forward to seeing you all in the next video, and until then, stay awesome.